Welcome to yet another crazy episodes of Crazy Wheel with me, Pratibha. എല്ലാവർക്കും ആകാംക്ഷ ഉണ്ടാവില്ലേ ഇന്ന് ഏത് വണ്ടിയാണ് നമ്മൾ റിവ്യൂ ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നതെന്ന് അറിയാൻ? Yes, it is Range Rover, the beast of SUVs. വണ്ടി അവിടെ റെഡി ആയിട്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്. So let's go check it out. Electrifying performance combined with contemporary masculine design, luxury and comfort. This particular model redefines SUV, introducing the all-new Range Rover Vogue HSE. As you all would be knowing that Range Rover is a part of Land Rover, and Land Rover is specialized in four-wheel drive, and this is a part of the British multinational company Jaguar Land Rover. ഇപ്പോൾ ഇതിൽ നമ്മൾ ഇന്ത്യൻസിന് അഭിമാനിക്കാവുന്ന ഒരു കാര്യമുണ്ട്. In 2008, this was acquired by the Indian Tata Motors. So this is something that we take pride in, though it is a British icon, yet it is owned by an Indian. So today we are going to look into the Range Rover Vogue HSE. അപ്പോൾ Range Rover Vogue HSE എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് this is the most extreme luxury model in Vogue. You don't call it as a model. In Range Rovers, you call it as a variant. So this is the most luxury variant, which can be like every other aspect in this car can be customized. So let's go and explore this beauty. ഇന്ന് നമ്മൾ എക്സ്പ്ലോർ ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നത് റേഞ്ച് റോവറിൻ്റെ വോഗ് വേരിയൻ്റ് ആണ്. In this Vogue variant also, we are following the HSE trim. This is like you have different trims like SE trim, HSE trim. So this is a HSE trim model. The first feature is the grille. This grille, as you can see, where Range Rovers vechu nokkumbo, they all have standard pattern which is there, like it's like two-line patterns, but this is a honeycomb pattern which is customized and which comes in an SVO kit. Apart from it, the bumper, you can see it is much more large and enormous compared to the other ones because it's got these air vents on either sides for a better aerodynamics. It's for like giving it a little bit of a sports touch and have an SUV feel to the car. Now this Range Rover written out here, this is of chrome finish. Idum is a part of SVO kit. Sadharana Range Rovers it will not be of chrome finish, but this is a part of the SVO kit, hence it is chrome finish. And if I have to get to the lights of this car model, you have headlights as well as an extra fog lamp out here, and this is also a part of SVO kit. The normal HSE model doesn't have this kind of a fog lamp. And the headlights, this has a very special feature. This generation of Range Rover has a very it's called as pixel LED lights, which is about 140, which comprises of 144 LED lights put together, and this is very responsive based on the road conditions and the outdoor like lighting. So basically, if you go to a place where there is no light and it's pitch dark, it kind of adjusts its lighting, and it can even measure, it can cut through up to 500 meters of light. So that makes sure that you have that kind of safety and security while driving on the road. Now this is a very, very unique feature in this generation of Range Rover. So now we come to the main part of the car, the engine. So I must tell, you know, it's very well concealed. ഇപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ വേറെ വണ്ടി നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ ഈ ഷോയിൽ തന്നെ വേറെ വണ്ടികളിൽ വെച്ച് നോക്കുമ്പോൾ when we looked at the engines, it was very raw and it was not concealed well and everything was open out there. But this, they've nicely put a cabin, like they've nicely concealed the whole engine so that, you know, we don't even get to know whether it's a V shape or anything. It's very neatly done, and for the car, it's so enormous car, but when you see the engine, it is very compact and nicely fitted in, making it look very beautiful and neat. And if if I have to talk about the engine, it is a V8 5.0 liter petrol engine, and it's got twin turbos. You can see two turbo engines out here, two turbos on the side, and it's got a 375 horsepower. So now this makes it a very, this makes a SUV very massive and strong, and it can be taken off-road, mountain, anywhere. That's what makes this car very aggressive on-road, and I feel that's the beauty of Range Rover. Either a Range Rover model, every variant, adinelladinum oru unique distinguishing feature undagum. Vogue model, ipo nammal nokkunna Vogue HC model, idinte oru unique distinguishing feature nu parayunna ee air vent aanu. On the top, which you see on the bonnet, this air vent. For a sports, it will be on either side. For a Vogue, it's on like, it's spread across the bonnet. So this is one of the very unique distinguishing feature of this variant. And if you get to the wheel is a 21-inch alloy wheel. And as any of the high-end cars, either namakku nammade ishtam prakaram we can customize it, whichever color, whichever spokes, anything that can be customized. Another unique feature of this model, that is Vogue HSE, the spoke B model, is we have this air vents. This air vents, where model nokumbo, it is just like a fin, as you can see out here. It will be just a plain fin out here, but idile matram you have it with a grill. So this is again customized, and this is a part of the SVO kit, as I told in the beginning. So this comes only with this model if you have this customized SVO kit. This side mirror is it's got a hologram here. One picture hologram. So basically it's a high beam light, and this helps you in when you're in a pitch dark area, you can get to see the sides of your car when you're parking. So this is a very special feature which you see only in Range Rover. There is another very unique and special feature in this car. If I've got the key in my hand and I stand here, and I just have to come next to a bag or a chavi we can't pick out or something, you just have to stand here and automatically the car opens the door for you, like it unlocks, and then we can just pull the handle and get in. This is a very unique feature, and even when you're getting out and you've got the key in your hand and you can't just lock, you can't take it out from anything, then you just have to swipe your hand through here and then it's locked. That's it. It's as simple as it is. And this is a very, I feel this is a very super cool feature, because you just have to swipe and then you're locked and you can just move ahead with your whatever you want to do. This is a completely aluminium shell body. So basically, why do you have an aluminium shell body? Is it reduces the weight. Obviously, you cannot have like a sports car. This weighs around 21 kilograms, and this is comparatively very lighter than the previous generation. And for an SUV car, SUV vehicle, this is a very good like drastic change in terms of weight reduction. And why so? Because it gives you much more speed while driving. So this is a very good thing that's happened from the previous generation to this generation. So if you come to the back side of the Range Rover, there's quite a lot of features here, and most distinguishing feature, as I told about the SVO body kit, is this particular double exhaust. Double exhaust comes only in an SVO body kit, where a HSE model you don't get a double exhaust, it will be just one exhaust. So this is something which comes with the specification if you ask for a SVO body kit. We have two rear lamps on either sides, and this is the same as I told about the headlights. It's pixelated LED lightings, and it's got the same features. But the most exciting feature which I feel is the boot space. So this is how it is. You have a flap opening out here, and this is the most, like, my personal favorite. This is either 8 interesting feature. This is, you can't even guess for what is it. it is for you to sit and rest and enjoy. So this is like when you go for a long trip and then you halt at some place where you have a nice scenic view, you can just sit, park it, and then nicely sit out here, relax and have a cup of tea and enjoy the whole scene. This car is truly a family car. It is a complete 5-seater with enough space for leg room, and there's enough space concealed in every aspect, every part of this car for designated places to keep things. But the most amazing fact is this is a 5-seater car, but it can be converted into a 4-seater and with a central console with a nice cup holder, and then stuff if you want to keep your mobile or anything out here, and it can be made into a nice central console and with comfortable seating. So you have the AC controls out here. The special feature about this car is everything is touch sensitive. So you have the AC, the temperature, the movement of the fan, everything is touch sensitive. You just have to touch it and then you can increase the temperature or reduce the temperature or control the fan speed. That's the same thing with even the lightings. Lightings nokialum, you can just in Totamade, you can switch it on and switch it off just with a touch. This is something which I feel very amazing in this car. Apart from it, the leg room, I can't hold myself. Leg room ishtam pole undu idile. In fact, if you have kids, kuttikalkku vanichu ivide tulli chaadan kudi pattum. That much space is there here. Athriyum sthalam idinte ullilundu. Porathathu inippo you want more boot space, ee seats ne namakku munnottikku we can fold it out here and you'll get more boot space if you want to transport any of your items from home to other place, or you're shifting or anything, you can always have more space converted by doing all this. And that's one thing which is making this car very much a family car. So here I come to the most exciting part of the show, where I get my hands on the wheel. So here I am going to explore and explain you the features of this beauty. So to start with, let's switch on the engine. And this is the most super cool feature I find, where you don't have a gearbox. You actually have a knob instead of a gear. So you just have to turn around and you can simultaneously see this on your dashboard, on your screen out here, and you can see like neutral, ellam, we can shift it. You have a sports mode also in this. So this is a very super cool feature I have seen, and which I have not actually seen where either vandigalilum njan kanditilla ingatha madiri gearbox, because this is actually a knob and not a gearbox. And to come to the steering wheel, this is pretty much conventional steering wheel. Atra fancy onnalla, because it's an SUV, so it's got that classic touch. It's got a wood backing out here, you've got the leather, you've got a nice beige leather stitch out here, and the controls are pretty basic. It's not like you have all the controls on your fingertips. You've got the phone, and if you want to connect to your audio, you have that one, and then you have a basic reset your climate control which is there in it, and pretty much, and then only additional feature I find like you have as a sports, because you have a sports mode out here. So that's one additional feature in the pedal shift. Sports car you have a pedal shift. So it's a 8 automatic transmission vehicle, so you can go up to the 8 speed. So as it's normal, on your right side is where you add on to the pedals, and then when you want to decrease, you go to the left side, the minus is on the left side. And this is about the steering wheel. It's pretty basic. Yet another interesting feature what I find in this car is the memory recall feature. So this is there located right in the left side of your, like the door. It's there on the door. So there are like 3 memories you can set, like seat in the settings namukku 3 aalkarku vendi set cheyidu vekkam. Probably you're driving and your husband is driving, so according to that might be one can be set. So if one is set, for example I'm setting this and this has been set already, so this is at 1, and if your wife is driving it can be 2. So like that you can have 3 settings, 3 memories, seat settings, and you just have to press that button and automatically it sets in. So I find that a very interesting and a very nice feature in this. Apart from it, the one interesting fact about Range Rover is it's very comfortable. It's got a lot of leg room, it's got a lot of space, very comfortable, and it's more a family car. And because of which probably there is a lot of storage space in this car. If you see in your doors, there's a storage space on the side to just keep your files and everything, and then on the passenger side there is one on the top and there's one on the bottom. So there are like so many storage features, which is very interesting. So this makes it a family car, more utility car. And if you see in the central boot, it is like you have a cup holder out here, and then you have this is a customized option. You have a refrigerator out here, so you just want to store your chilled water, you can do that. And then you have USB, you have aux, you have all the other features which normally everything does. Apart from that is the infotainment system. So this is basically a 10-inch touch screen, and you know one of integrated technology feature is that most of the things in this car is all touch sensitive. Like even the light, you can just touch it and switch it off. It's all just touch. It's like pretty much in the new technology. In that the touch screen phones madiri enna car inde ellam sambhavangalum touch screen aanu. And you have a 10-inch infotainment, which is a touch screen. And idilipo it's got the normal where ellam mandigalalla madiri enne. It's got climate control, it's got your phone pairing mode, it's got the navigation, it's got the radio features, it's got parking camera, everything. But the only unique, something different feature I see in this is the ambient lighting. So this ambient lighting is basically, you can see you have so many colors, and you just like, you have red, you have purple, you have blue, and accordingly you can see the lights. You know, it's like a mood lighting. You have a mood lighting inside the car. You know, that's so cool. So side lights, okay, you have a thin strip of LED running through the small detailing of the car, and our color nammal ivide engane maatunno adansarichittu adu maarum. And that is really so nice when you're going for a long drive to a very secluded place and where you don't have much lighting, and then you have these kind of mood lightings. It just enhances your whole trip and the whole journey driving this car. ഇതിൻ്റെ സൗണ്ട് സിസ്റ്റം വളരെ മികച്ച സൗണ്ട് സിസ്റ്റമാണ്. ഇറ്റ്സ് ഗോട്ട് ദിസ് സ്പീക്കേഴ്സ് കോൾഡ് മെറിഡിയൻ വിച്ച് ഇസ് വെരി ടോപ്പ് നോച്ച് ഇൻ UK, and that's been incorporated in this car. Yet another feature in this is the safety measures. അവർ ഭയങ്കര കോൺഷ്യസ് ആയിട്ട് safety measures എടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. That can be seen even in the number of airbags. You have like almost 7 airbags in this car. So this makes it really safe for you and your family to travel. No matter what happens, that has been taken care very well by this company. Apart from that, yet another very nice feature I feel is the panoramic view. It's got a complete panoramic view, and you want to enjoy this, you have to actually sit behind, and you know, you can just keep gazing at the starry nights. That's something really very nice. It's got that masculine feature, yet it's got this subtle panoramic view which makes it very beautiful. Yet another feature is the auto parking aid. So either we switch on cheythu kayna ipo nammal parallel parking okke cheyananundecha it will automatically assess with the cameras. You've got a camera on the front, on the sides and the back. So based on these cameras measurements, they gauge the judgment and they actually steering automatically adananusarichittu maarite you just have to not do anything. That automatically angada parallel parking cheyidolum. So that's something, parallel parking matralla, it's there with everything. So that's like something called as auto parking aid out here. Adallade veroru special feature undu because this is an SUV. You can take it on mountains, you can take it like off road, you can take it anywhere. So you have different modes out here. Like ororo climatic ipo desert and there is a slippery road, pinne the incline. So if you for example I take an inclined position, either if I press this one, what happens is when I go on an inclined plane, this one ipo nammal neutral ittalum sadharana nammal neutral idumbo oru inclined plane kodi povumbo it kind of cherdayittu onu move agum. It doesn't actually allengu brake edikkumbolike there's always a tension of going forward. But ee mode il ittu kayna korchum kodi grip kittum vandike. So angatha madri there is a lot of other modes in this. Idu ansarichittu like where you're going adu ansarichittu we can press on these modes, and or else you can just press the auto which will automatically pick up. Otherwise you can always click on these modes and set your mode accordingly and drive your way through. Adallade veroru option endanacha this is probably a feature which is there in most of the high end SUVs. So it's got this where your ground clearance in namukku vandi we can adine pokam, you can lift it up and you can lift it down. So based on the road conditions, if you're going on a very rocky mountain kind of a place, you can just lift your ground suspension adine melpotte aaki kanya you just have to press this button and automatically the car pushes up. And based on the road conditions you can push it down also. So this is one other feature which I find pretty exciting because it's in the SUV. So apart from that everything else here is very top notch, and in fact it is very luxurious and comfortable. You feel luxurious as well, you feel very comfortable. It's a laid back drive in a petty one day another, like a long drive laid back, and you are not worried about the space, you're not worried about anything, and your kids are there back, and it has space and room for everything. It's a very comfortable and very luxurious drive both together. So that was Range Rover Vogue HZ. It was indeed a combination of luxury and comfort, and all sense through and through a driver's car, yet a perfect family car. I hope you enjoyed this car as much as I did. So meet you all next week with yet another crazy wheel. This is me, Pratibha Premnath, signing off.